Okay, good morning, sunshines. What's up? It's Coach Mickey. I'm not doing so well this morning. I don't even have my makeup on. I am really tired from yesterday. Well, that's because the night before I didn't get any sleep, as y'all well know. But I'm here at McDonald's in the drive-thru line. See, as you can tell. And I think I just ordered half the breakfast menu because I have no idea what anybody wants to eat. And I'm just like winging it. So I was like, oh yeah, give me some donut sticks. Oh, give me a burrito. Oh, give me this, give me that. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what we do with our breakfast. So today is Emerald Company Team Day. They're doing their 2 large group routines. They also have duets, I think, later this afternoon or this evening. And then our 2 graduating seniors are doing their first solos of the year. So it's like their last time competing a solo. If that makes sense. Yeah. So it should be a lot of fun. Should be really interesting. At first, I thought there was only us in our bracket, but I did find out there is a couple others. So they do have to compete. It's not going to be a huge competition like yesterday. Like yesterday, the 7 to 8 bracket was huge. I was like, are you kidding me? There was like maybe 1 team or 2 teams in the intermediate bracket. So the advanced bracket was huge and our bracket was huge. I was like, really? And there were quite a few teams that were really good that could have been in the intermediate bracket. But, you know, again, everything like that, that's like up to the opinion of that teacher. I did talk to one little girl, a couple little girls, they were sitting next to me and they were from this one studio that we competed against and they were so flippin' cute. Oh man, I can't even remember the name of their studio. They were just adorable. And the whole time they were like, boo to any other teens that were on the stage. Hold on, I gotta pay for my food. $32.88. Woof! I just ordered half the breakfast menu.
You said just 6, right? Donut sticks?
Yeah, I think. It's early in the morning.
Great day.
All right, you too. Bye. Oh, yeah. $32 at McDonald's. Oh, that's disgusting. They better eat this food. Hold on, I gotta get my food now. Y'all get to be a part of this. Okay. People think I'm so weird. Oh, I have an interesting story to tell you. So yesterday we went to Firehouse Subs. Oh! Here in Kansas City. And the guy who brings up Courtney's to-go orders, he brings it to her and he goes, hey, do you guys have a YouTube channel? Are you on YouTube? And she was like, yeah. He's like, oh, well, thank you. Oh, that's fine, hon. And so then he was all, well, I work at Worlds of Fun, and I've seen those videos you guys have done when you go there for the Haunted Horror Nights. I work there every year. He's like, I thought that was you. She was like, okay. So that was interesting. Anyway, I'm just cracking up because every time I vlog in public like this, like today I'm going to have the full apparatus today because I didn't do it yesterday. Hold on, I got to get my food. Thank you. Oh, my Diet Coke. Yay.
Your smoothie is coming.
All right. That's a mocha one.
Yes, ma'am.
And then, oh, that's the one I wanted to try. Yep. That goes in there. I want to try their mocha macchiato or whatever.
Do you need a drink carrier?
No, I got it.
Okay.
Thank you so much, guys. All right, we're going on now. Okay. Anyway, so it's kind of embarrassing when I'm at like publicly doing my vlogging. Like, it happened a couple times yesterday too, when I was like standing in the background or standing in the wings, so to speak, and like vlogging. And it was funny because clearly our studio was not one of the best studios that's here. We're not advanced kids. We're not like whooping everybody's booty. We're barely holding on to whatever awards we do get. So, I mean, it was definitely a hard way for our kids. I was a little disappointed that our babies did not place higher. I like in the duets and trios, that was a tough bracket. There was like 8 or 10 in that bracket. And we actually came out with a 3rd place overall, which that was awesome. So proud of Brand New Sound on that. And I really thought that Brittany and Charlie were going to be able to like place too. That actually they would have placed, but Brittany's mom had total like meltdown function yesterday. Love her mom. It happens. She fell asleep and they did not get there until literally like one routine right before they were supposed to go on. So Brittany had no time to stretch. She had no time to prepare. So, and you know, this is a little kid who doesn't do a lot of competition. So when that happens, that's what's going to happen. So that's what happened yesterday. And unfortunately, it did affect her and it affected the outcome of what could have been a really good routine for them. So I know for a fact she's never going to pull that again. It's just one of those kind of fluky things happens. Team routine wise, our kids were petrified. I'm not going to lie. Like, I love my kids on both sides of the coin. But there were a couple, in particular dancers, that looked like they had never done that routine before. That looked like they couldn't remember where they stood. Like, there was one in one of our routines that literally walked out like she was supposed to be in formation. Then at the last minute, switched her spot and went somewhere else. I was like, what is she doing? And then later blamed it because it was her shoes being too big as to why she screwed that up. I'm like, no, because you purposely stood in the wrong spot. You've never stood in the whole time. That's why you messed that one up, because you forgot. A lot of looking behind. There was a lot of this. I even have pictures of it where they're literally like looking behind themselves. Well, you can't do that at competition. You have to be able to look forward. You have to know where you're going. And I'm going to tell you this. It is not because we have not given them great choreo and like instituted hard training with them. We have. They're not sitting there playing the whole time they're there. I think the biggest problem is, number one, we made the choreography too hard. We should have made it more simpler, because the routines that placed higher than ours. Let me try this first. Yeah, not so much, but it's still good. It's a caramel macchiato, iced, small. I'm just trying it. Anyway, so the routines that actually placed higher than ours were very, very simple. But see, that's been my caveat my whole dance career as dance coach. As a creator of my choreography, for example, my kangaroo dance. I love my kangaroo dance, but it's kind of a hot mess. I'm not gonna lie, because I try to institute some ballet technique with it, along with some fun, like, character stuff. So I think, and I did too many formation changes. If I had made it very simple, they stay in one formation and maybe switch from front row to back row and then one straight line, that would have helped. I think if I would have choreographed less on the technical stuff with the ballet technique and made it more cutesy fun, that would have done much better, because my Lilo and Stitch that I choreographed actually won the character category, which I think there was like 4. Because I know there was R2, and then there was a birthday one, and then there was, oh, maybe there was 2 more, because there was another one that had like some kind of other character. There was like 4 or 5 actual character routines in that bracket that were our level. And we got first overall in that or in that category. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so in that bracket, in that novice bracket, it was just really, really difficult for the kids to, like, it was just too much. I definitely think going into next year, like, we can't change it now. We're literally 2 weeks away from, like, they have like maybe 2 or 3 weeks left and then their last competition. So we just have to like really drill their knowledge of their choreo and try our best to get them to understand it. And then we have to treat them a little bit tougher. We're a little too soft on our babies. We let them get away with a little bit too much at practice too. I'm not gonna lie. We don't treat them the same way we treat the Emerald Company or the sorry, I gotta have some of this, or the Diamond Company. And I actually was talking to Daytona about this because when she was a baby, I was like, why is it that it just was different? Like, they won a lot when they were little, and I'm like, we haven't really changed the way we choreographed or the way we've coached. And she said, yes, you have. And I said, what do you mean? She goes, you guys treated us just like we were 15 when we were 7. And I was like, oh, I did. So that is my part of my fault. I think when you're a competition dancer, no matter if you're 5 years old, even if you're 3 years old, all the way up to 18, you have to have a different mentality. Number one, your mentality when you come to practice is you have to be focused. You can't have playtime. There's no stickers. There's no candy. There's none of that. That's Pearl Company rec team. I'm there to just have fun for dancing. You have to be competitive. And that means sometimes your kids, little kids, are gonna cry because they want to play and they don't want to get serious. And they're going to get yelled at if they don't do facials. And they're going to get told that they need to do push-ups if they're not going to, like, focus. Things like that we haven't really instituted. Like, we've done a little bit. We haven't really instituted it. And I'm not going to, like, go crazy and, like, change the way I've been coaching. But I definitely am going to show them the video footage of what their routines were. Point out to them, here, look, this is where you screwed up. That's on you. They're going to be held accountable for the parts that they jacked up. And the biggest issue we have, no offense, I love my parents, I love my kids, but you cannot expect us to do successful jobs with them when they don't come to practice, when they don't come to extra practices, or when they choose to do the bare minimum. So if all you're required to do is 1 practice a week, you can't complain when other studios are beating us because they're also doing walkovers. We can't practice walkovers at a regular team practice because we got to go over those 3 team routines. So if you want them to be able to do the acrobatic tricks and stuff that teams did that beat us, then you got to take them to an acro class. Whether it's ours or anybody else, I don't care. But you can't complain about getting beat by a team that has more technical tricks when you only bring them to dance practice. Just saying. Okay, so that not that anybody complained. I'm not even saying that. I'm just generalizing. I did not have any complaints. Actually, all my parents were super happy. They were very, very proud of their kids. We didn't have any drama. It was actually a great day. We had a great competition day. Me, I was a little more disappointed. I literally thought, out of the 6 routines we brought, at least one of them would have placed in the top 10, but they didn't even do a top 10. They only did a top 5. And all the top 5 kids were platinum levels, and 3 of those top 5s clearly could have been an intermediate team. So, like I said before, there was probably like 15 or 20 routines that our kids were up against. I don't know how many was in that bracket. I couldn't even count them all. Like, I was just so, like, wrapped up in just, like, trying to do my coaching skills that I didn't even have time to do that. But it was huge for our novice competition. It was like, what is this? We're trying to find these smaller competitions for the kids to get their feet wet. Like we did with Bravo last week. And there was, like, 30 people in their bracket. That's, like, crazy. That's crazy. That is regional, national level. When you're hitting 30 or more. And thought we were going to competitions where there might be 10 people in their bracket, or like 10 or less, so we'd have a better shot. I guess we're just gonna have to find some smaller ones. Anyway, overall, great day. Like I said, just a little bit disappointed. I wish our kids would have at least placed at least with one of our 6 routines. We did, though, take the character category, and Katie's hip hop that she choreographed with Maddie took the hip hop category. So, which technically she beat Courtney's choreography that she had from the other team. But anyway. All right, so I'm just going to wrap today's video up really quick. So this is just a little like what happened kind of a video, and I will be posting up our vlogs behind the scenes. There's some really funny stuff from yesterday that the CITs were doing, and just some really just fun behind the scenes moments of that stressors of the shoes debacle and then the not showing up. Yes, I captured all of it. I made it very real and honest. I get myself crying at one point because I'm so proud of the kids. So yeah, it's going to be a totally different vlog than I've done before in the past. And then that vlog, along with whatever we capture today, will be posted up on Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, so that's what we got going on. And then we have one more week, and then we're heading to Bravo. We're coming back here, and it will be Bravo, Kansas City, which is going to be, oh my gosh, Baby Diamonds and Big Diamonds, toughest competition of the year. Like, this was gonna be insane, because we saw some studios, we were like, oh yeah, that's gonna be in the intermediate division, that's gonna be in the novice division for our older kids, because we watched the teen bracket last night and we were like, what? Oh, speaking of teens, holy beeswax! So Sasha and Grace are our brand new soloists. Never danced a solo before in their life, never competed a solo in their life, and not only did they get a high gold, which the ranking here is platinum, then high gold, then silver. So all of our routines, we kind of swept that. So we basically, if you were at Talent on Parade, we got all diamonds, which last year when we went to Talent on Parade in Omaha, we only got a couple diamonds sprinkled throughout the weekend. Yesterday, so I guess yes, that was huge success that we literally swept the high level or high gold level. That's huge. So anyway, going back to what I was saying, so Sasha and Grace, it was their first time ever competing a solo, and they were not just phenomenal with getting high golds, they flippin' like placed, and like Sasha got 4th. Like, that was huge. That's so awesome. And then I think Sasha also won. No, Karina won in the lyrical category. And I know there was 3 or 4 in that lyrical category under her age. There might have been more. I don't remember. I was kind of falling asleep yesterday at that time. And then Grace won in the open category. And I know there was 3 or 4 in that. Maybe 2. I don't remember. I don't care. I don't care. They got first in their category, and Grace was 6th, Karina was 5th, and Sasha was 4th. Yeah. That's right. We did it. Top 10 again. And high goals. So proud of my kids. So the older kids are going to do great. They're going to have a great day today. I have a feeling we're going to be in the top 5 for pretty much everything we bring out today. So if you see me posting on our Instagram all this top 5 stuff, I predicted it for our babies. Okay. Or not our babies, our bigs. Okay, anyway, I am super, like, I've got to go feed my family with this McDonald's. I've got to go, yeah, I just got to get this up. This is like a 19-minute video of me just rambling. So I'm glad I made a live video of you just hearing me ramble for 19 minutes. Now going on 20 minutes. Okay, guys. Well, Thanks for joining us once again. And I will see you guys tomorrow, where I'm going to tell you more exciting stuff of what happened today. Okay. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Peace out. Bye.